Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the St. Joseph Composite PU College, Vijaypur. I'm Rahul, chemistry faculty, and in this video, I'm going to introduce the what is the reaction of a metallic oxide with acids. What kind of products are formed here? That we're going to discuss here. And there is one activity is given in your textbook, the NCRT or CBSE class 10, that is 2.1.5. They're what they are taking that they are discussing about the oxidation. That's one oxide is that the metal oxide. So they taken here a metal oxide, that is copper oxide is taken, right? The copper oxide is taken, and this copper oxide is allowed to react with the dilute, means you have to take HCl, in that you have to add water, that is known as a dilute HCl. Dilute dilute hydrochloric acid, that is HCl is the formula. Now they are asking that what product is formed and what is the color. Okay, and we'll discuss this part, students. So first we'll see how the experiment is going on here. And to understand this, we need a container. Here we have a one container. Okay, this is a container. In this container, you have to take a small amount. You can say that. Here, let me take a gray color, but actually it is a black color. This copper oxide is, it is black in color. It's a black powder is there. Sometimes it's called gray also is present. Let me take a gray. So here, this is nothing but a copper oxide, copper CuO, copper oxide. Okay. Now to this you have to add, in this you have to add dilute HCl. The dilute HCl is added. Dilute HCl. Dilute HCl is added here. And immediately what happens? The color of this gray colored or black color copper oxide is known. It changes to green color. It seems to be a green colored. Okay, it slowly changes to green color first. You can notice that there is a green color is produced when the reaction is taking place. The green color is produced, and meanwhile it have a small amount of blue color also. The blue color is mixed with this, so blue color is also present. Okay, it's called as a blue green. It's called as a blue green color we get. So that is a blue green color. Blue green color we get. Okay, and we have to predict that what is this compound, why the color is changed. So why color is changing? Because this dilute HCl is reacting with copper oxide. Okay, and forming here a salt. Salt is produced, and along with that, the water is produced. Water. Along with that, water is produced. Let's understand the chemical process here. We have copper oxide, that is known as CuO, and that is reacting with dilute HCl, that is HCl, and we get here that is CuCl2 plus we get here H2O. Now we have to balance this equation. For balancing, you can notice that there are two hydrogens are there, but here only one hydrogen is there. Okay, and one more fact is here, that is two Cl are there, but here is only one Cl is there, and therefore what I will do that I will take two molecules of HCl and one molecule of copper oxide, and it balances and form a whatever the product is that it forms. This is a balanced chemical equation right now here. Right now, this copper chloride is CuCl2. It having a color that is blue green color is there. Its color is blue green color. Okay, this is nothing but a copper chloride. This is what the reaction takes place, students. But what I want to tell you here, that what kind of general reaction we've seen here. It's a metal oxide, whatever it is there. Copper oxide is a metal oxide. This is metal oxide. It is metal oxide. Now this metal oxide is reacting with acid. Okay, this is acid, and it giving some sort of product here, and product you can see this is called as salt, and along with that the water molecule is produced. So let me write the water here. The water molecule is produced, water. One thing you remember, that acid always have great tendency to react with the base. So it means that here in this process or in this reaction, the metal oxide is act as a base. This is a base. It's a base. Okay, so all metal oxides, we can take a general statement here. All metal oxides behave or act as acids. They act as acids, students. Hope you understood this, right? So after that, so what they are saying that generally, general thing, they are saying that the metal oxides or basic act as, sorry, it is act as acid, not acid, students. It act as base. I mistaked here. This is a base. By this mistake, you can remember this, right? So act as here the base. They act as base. Okay, underline this. This is very important. Metal oxides are bases in nature. Okay. Now after that, they are trying to discuss one more point, that is reaction of non-metallic oxides. How the non-metallic oxides are reacting with bases. Non-metallic metallic oxides. So previously we have seen the metallic oxide. This time we are discussing here non-metallic oxides react with I can say react with base, with base here, with base. So let's understand this process, students. This is important process. Let's understand this. What we have here, assume that I have here some non-metal like carbon dioxide. Carbon is a non-metal. Everyone know that carbon is a non-metal. Let me write here. Carbon is non-metal, right? And this is reacting with the oxygen, O2, and it forming here carbon dioxide, CO2, and this is known as a non-metallic oxide. Non-metallic oxide. Okay, this is all. This is what I am explaining here, the formation of non-metallic oxides. Now we have to react this non-metallic oxide with the base. We'll see that what happens. I will take the carbon dioxide, CO2, and then I react this with the, you can say that any of the base, the many bases we can take, the sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide we can take. We'll take here CaOH twice. Okay, so it is called as calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. This calcium hydroxide is a base. Okay, because it gives OH minus. It's a base. Now carbon dioxide is react with the calcium hydroxide. This kind of reaction we have discussed in the previous class also, and we can see the what product is formed here. And base react with carbon dioxide, that is calcium hydroxide react with carbon dioxide, and forming here salt. The salt is CaCO3 is produced, CaCO3, and along with that the H2O is produced, water. The calcium carbonate is nothing but a salt. This one is called calcium carbonate. Let me write the name. Calcium carbonate, and this is a salt. Calcium carbonate is a salt, students, and along with that it also forming here water. Now this carbon dioxide, this is a non-metal which is reacting with a base. It means this, it indicates that the non-metals act here as acids. Non-metallic oxides. So non-metallic oxides act here, act as yes, acids. They act as acids. So remember this point, students. Many times in the examination this point is highlighted and asked. Okay, don't forget that. Metallic oxides, let me list out the whatever we learned today. So metallic oxides, okay, metallic oxides and non-metallic oxides. There are two types of oxides we can categorize, right? One is metallic oxide, another one is non-metallic oxides. And in this metallic oxides are act here as a base, and non-metallic oxides act here as acids. So hope you understood this part, students. In next video I am going to explain some of the questions provided in a CBSE board or in the state board. So we'll discuss that, and after that we'll discuss how the acid and base react with each other. Okay, so what is the common in them? We'll discuss that, students. Thank you for watching this, students.